time for another hose dye. I can't believe that that's like becoming a thing, like the hose. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it over here. I attached a hose to my utility sink faucet with an adapter. So because the hose sprayer has multiple settings, that's very handy for tie-dye because I like to use the mist setting. And when it's attached to the faucet, you've got hot water and cold water. Very functional and useful. And then you can also change it to like a very pressurized setting on the sprayer handle. So like I'm hooked on that now. Hose dye for the win. But today I'm going to do two things. I am going to do the hose on mist setting to push through blue and yellow and green in the middle where they mix. And I'm going to thoroughly wash that through so that the blue and the yellow will seep under the ties. But I'm going to keep rinsing a lot so that I can wash the color out between the lines. I want to wash that back out. It'll get caught between the lines and your continual rinsing isn't going to get that out of there, so don't worry about rinsing too much. So then I'm going to take it out of the sink, then I'm going to set it up for an ice dye. Also creates lots of detail that you can't really get as well with the hose. So yeah, multiple things happening today. Cold water. I use cold water when rinsing this through because if you use hot water, it is going to react and you're not going to be able to wash it out between the ties. So hot water immersion is already an established thing. I'm not doing hot water immersion. I'm doing cold water from the hose. Hose dye for the win. Okay, I've been getting lots of questions about this process. I'm using cold water to spray with the mist setting, blues and yellows as the first color application because blues and yellows are smaller dye particles that are able to seep under the ties if the shirt is dry when you start applying dye. We have washed through the yellow and the turquoise and we have this nice green area in the middle. That's like my favorite part. So now I'm gonna go set it up for an ice dye. For the second application of color that would primarily color between the lines, I am using ice dye just as an experiment to see if I like the results more than using the hose for the second round of color. And so far, I like both ways. I don't know. What do you think?